Greetings to you all and welcome to HunterX. With me, Artegra Omega. This is a game I've never played before in my life, and we're going to give it 30 solid minutes to try and impress us. That's right, 30 minutes of complete blind gameplay for that authentic new player experience. Let's see if HunterX can impress us. I will not waste time with any settings. The default should be good. If it's not, then shame on you. Seems odd to start on zone 28, but alright. That would be me, I suppose. Fantastic. I see certain features have been emphasized. The sword. Well, clearly I mean the sword. Get your minds out the gutter, people. So, absolutely no introduction whatsoever, just I listen to this demon, do I? Right, very good. I'm learning. This looked collectible, and yet nothing. Never mind, it's destructible. Understood. We'll smash up gemstones for unknown reasons. Alright, game, I understand. The game speaks the truth. What the blazes is that? Bit late to be telling me how to attack. I've had to savagely cut down these gemstones. Curses. You know, if this goblin didn't jump when he fired his bow, he'd be able to hit me. I can't move when I'm crouching, but I can rotate. Alright, enough of trying to do the game properly, let's just mash attack on him. Oh, I get you. That actually is quite beneficial compared to my previous attempt. Right, got it. I can dash. That's not dash, is it? That's kind of the exact opposite of dashing. That sounds encouraging. You're not presenting me with anything to mortally blow. I'm disappointed. Okay, I do believe I've mastered this game. You bum rush everything and attack it as fast as humanly possible. That way he never gets a chance to counterattack. Except this thing. That thing's a step above. Fantastic, what the devil's a hunter potion. I see. This game is more in depth than I thought it was gonna be. That's not the button we want. No idea how to actually use my hunter potion. But it seems I can equip it, so that's good. I assume there's a way of using that potion without going into the menu, otherwise equipping it is completely redundant. But I'm too dumb to solve this puzzle. I'm not really making use of the dash, am I? I'm just kind of naturally evading everything. Curses. Left stick up is not a comfortable way to open a chest. I wish I was playing with the D-pad. Equipment can be equipped on the equipment screen. Thank you. That was concise. Also, that ring barely did anything. I think I went from 162 to 167. Why is it always the statues that let you save? That's an interesting statue. I mean, well, this is obvious. I have decided. I've gained a keystone. I'm slightly overwhelmed at the moment, game. You're throwing stuff at me thick and fast. Hit enemies while slide. I can already do that. Well, that sounds fantastic. Give me that. Right, now, if we can only remember to use the dash, we'll be in good shape. By the way, I like that. There was nowhere for me to go except to drop through that platform, and the game didn't give me a tutorial on how to do it. Good job. You can parry an enemy's bullets. That makes sense to me. You here to help me train. Wrong button again. So wait, when do I release? Oh wait, maybe it's like this. Maybe I hold it and release on contact. No. No. I look pretty cool, but... Ah! You have to perfect block. I understand. 10-7. An ominous number. That's my mortal blow, by the way. We hadn't used it yet. I thought it was about time. Oh, I see. The other ability would have added an attack to my slide. I prefer the dash. It requires less timing and less mechanical skill, therefore it's better for me. Why does he put his hands over his eyes when he dies? It's like he's ashamed of his defeat. Am I nearly dead? What's going on here? Alright, let's see if we can figure out how to actually use a potion without going into the menu. That's not it. Okay, I've been defeated. In English, please. I don't understand a word you said. I feel like I can open that mid-air, by the way that pop-up appeared. Damn it, game. Can't slash it either. Alright, I'll come back when I got some kind of jump upgrade. Damn metroidvanias getting the better of me every time. We found it by mistake, but that map button's probably quite useful on reflection. I wish I knew who I was. Or why I was doing the things I'm doing. That resembles progress. I am only back to my starting location. I don't ever said to do that. More dash, guard, and parry. Sure. It's quite a fun mechanic. Sure. There we go. That is the optimal distribution of stats. Not sure why it costs 309. That's a strange amount, but alright. Was good to me. Ah, I see. As I spend skill points, I'm progressing to the next branch of the tree. Very good, very good. That's never happening. Just go for the generic defense increase. Know your limitations, know your restrictions. Let's not pretend we're going to get to a point where we can parry things correctly. See? I didn't explore everywhere there was to explore down there. Alright, thank you, game. Seems a bit late to teach me about the map, but alright. Hey, did I take damage from that? No. I took stamina from that. Fantastic. How am I getting these potions back? Ooh, you can use it without going into the menu. Again, a little late to tell me that, but thanks. You're right, mate. Why are you here? And why am I here? Why are any of us here? Just to suffer? I should join a gymnast team with skills like that. I thought I had a foolproof plan and then I ran out of stamina. Plan's still pretty top-notch, mind you. I will assume that is Japanese for I am using a potion. And therefore today we have learned something. On reflection, probably better not to use the potion right in his face. How did I attack without pressing the attack button? That's a mystery for another day. See, I feel like I'm supposed to be parrying him to reduce his defense, but I think that's just going to get me killed. So let's rely on the dash and kill him slowly. Oh, I be hunting. Okay, I'm learning magic. Good, good. I trust in my swordplay over everything else. Can I? No, I can't. You're forcing me. I hate you. Turns out I'm just over-leveled. Alright, what have we got in the old equipment stakes then? Let's get some magic on the go. Oh, I see, I'm stealing his ability. Fantastic, let's cast it. Fantastic. I'm nearly out of mana. Only get 10 casts. It better be damn impressive then. Why do you taunt me so? Not really, it's more of a portal. No. You're not particularly selling it to me. It sounds very much like if I go inside this thing, I'm gonna die. So I see you up there, chest. Now, right, why not? Let's just throw ourselves headfirst into danger. I don't know why I'm doing anything I'm doing. Yes, very atmospheric. I get it. Give me a chance, I barely got used to the ones outside. So I wouldn't call them demons, they were goblins and stuff. Not sure why it took me 3 attempts to get that down, but it did. You're right, they are completely different. They're larger and slower. They're easier in every conceivable way. And they still die in 3 hits. This chap's got a little something about him. Not something you see every day. Not particularly threatening either. Yes, the demons in here are much different from anything I've ever seen before. Are you asleep? What's wrong with you, man? Oh, I'm not getting up there until I have wall jump. No idea if there is actually wall jump coming, but let's be honest. The game speaks the truth. It's an oddly specific resistance. I'll take it. Also, I can probably spend some more skills now, right? Here we go. Hang on, thought is required. Okay, well this is pretty clear. Second attack in mid-air is fantastic. That sounds very useful. Oh, those were costing me 2 keystones each, I see. I ran out. Ran out of currency. Kudos to the game, it didn't just reuse the same slash animation for the second slash. You've actually got a bit of flow going on. I like that attention to detail. Seems if I wanted to, I could just farm infinitely. Wouldn't make for a very exciting 30-minute game test, though. I'm gonna dash more. The dash is exciting. See what's happening here, so I tried to get fancy. Now all hell's breaking loose. I can't kill one enemy anymore. Try to extend my aerial distance with my animation cancelling. No, my momentum cancelling second slash. What the devil is a fighting spirit fragment? I don't like the sound of that. Anything where I have to think about when I use it. I guess a big solid thumbs down from me. Right, choices. Do you want to learn the new mortal blow? I don't think so, because it's not going to work on bosses, right? Let's go with this. Looks good to me. Why are you statues coloured? Do not present me with puzzles. Or turn away and think about what you've done. Whilst we could brute force that, I think we will instead look for a solution somewhere. Not many places left to go, but I do see one. Well, that was exciting. Does that zombie just explode in order to attack me once? These enemies are even weaker than I gave them credit for. An ominous platform. I assume death awaits me below here. I do like my attack cancelled into parry. Okay, I'm done playing with that now, but it was fun. I don't know why it was fun, but it was. I can just duck, I suppose. It's not quite the same, is it? There's a good stance behind this parry. Also, my girl doesn't look like she's got much mass behind her, much bulk. I don't think I could take a particularly hefty hammer hit. I think I'd go flying. Take notes, people. Red, left. We're learning. Why is the magic so useless? Is that green or yellow? It's hard to tell. What were the colours? One was blue, so it's the non-red, non-blue one faces the wall. Not running the risk of dying. I just tried to parry an explosion. I wonder how much damage we get out of a charge stab. We can get a little bit of further aerial distance with this. I don't gain anything by killing you, but I'm gonna do it. Just a matter of pride now. Okay. I don't see a single place we haven't been, which means there was probably one of those statues that I didn't pay attention to. It's probably in the background of an earlier screen, and I didn't think it was relevant at the time. But that's alright. We've got 2 of them, that's all we need. Actually, we didn't need any of them, but... yeah, take them up. Sure, why not? Actually, no. Am I kidding? Damage is all we really need. I want that, but I don't want this. I want that too. Go on then. The people probably want to see it. Right, you left. You. Look at the wall. Is that right? No. Is that right? No. Is that right? No. Is that right? Fantastic. Puzzle solved. I'm scared of that room. Don't think I can particularly do much with rough iron ore. No, it can't. It's rough iron ore. I can't do it. You can't enhance a weapon with rough iron ore. Firstly, my sword, what is it made of? Probably something better than iron. Secondly, iron ore. You don't just rub it on an iron sword and it gets better somehow. No, wait, equipment is what I wanted. That's what I came here for. I was hoping it would tell me what my katana was made of, but it does not. I got my fill of equipment, don't I? I have no idea which element I need to defend against. Just take the ones with the best overall stats. Alright, musicless room, let's be having you. Okay, ikimasen. Means halt. Got it. Make notes, everyone. Today we learn a new language. That seems like a fair enough policy. Allow me to identify myself. I mean, prepare to die. can't help but feel that I'm the one in the wrong here. Ah, might makes right. It's fine. You stop skipping away from me. I've seen through your technique. It's always exactly 4. Gonna be honest, your attack pattern could use a bit of work. Allow me to show you the power of real magic. Okay, it's not as flashy as your magic, but it's actually more effective. What the devil was that? Wait, if you could fly at this kind of speed, why were you just trotting around like a pony a minute ago? I don't wonder if I can block magic. No, you can't. Magic hits like a truck. I'd assume she was talking smack. I have no idea what she said. But it probably wasn't nice. I don't know why I solved that puzzle again. I half died, but I got my karma back, which I assume is my experience. Every metroidvania I've ever played in the past 5 years has this mechanic for some reason. I blame Hollow Knight. Don't like the fact you kill me in 2 hits. How is your backpedaling so fast? This attack is not as threatening as you make it sound. Just collect some money in the middle of the fight, don't mind me. Someone's got quite a lot of hit points. If you go point blank and hug her, then you don't take any damage. Friendship conquers all, as always. What happened to us being friends? I'm aware that my 30 minutes of gameplay is up, but I don't like losing to this woman. She's very cocky. Possibly, I don't know what she's saying. But there's a chance she's being very cocky every time she beats me. I mean, she might be saying, well fought, that was a very good attempt. I look forward to seeing you try again, hero. But she might be saying, get wrecked, noob. So, we gotta settle the score here. Too eager for damage, that's my problem. Also, I wish I had 1 more point in vitality. This is a tactic I like. be honest, I have no idea how I ever died to this woman. I'm kind of ashamed. I think it's because I made the mistake of trying to use my abilities instead of just running at her and attacking. I'm gonna die again, aren't I? Just getting desperate to using her retreating move more often. You not have a name, priestess? I mean, do I have a name? I don't know what my name is. Guess I shouldn't be throwing stones. You just block my magic with your magic. It's alright, because I chopped your head off. Yes, Desune. Well spotted. I'm going to be perfectly honest, I believe I'm more of a schoolgirl than I am a hunter, but fair enough. Your powers of observation are good. Are you wearing a nappy? How old is my demon? Good heavens, I have a name. You just spent the last 5 minutes trying to kill me. Now you immediately wish to serve me, for that is your duty in life. This isn't how you help people. No arigato. How are you helping me? How do I even buy things? Why am I drinking potions in front of you? Ominously. I have to buy items with experience. I'd never do that. Who in their right mind would give up permanent progression in order for temporary items? I never used this attack on you. I should have. My mistake. But if this woman ever leaves me alone, that's gonna do it for HunterX. And now I shall share some final thoughts. Can I go back to the title screen? That'd be nice. Lovely. So what do I think about this game? It's alright. It's not bad. It suffers from the usual problem that I see with indie games, in that there is a grand scope, a wide imagination, an epic scale to the game that you're trying to portray, but you don't have the art assets to back it up. The most egregious example is we've got the regular world, which is fine. It's got some weak demons in it, which is fine. Then we travel to the demonic world, and I'm told this is it, this is the big scary place where all the big demons are. And the demons are, at best, equal to the demons I fought before, at worst, literally the same. And this is a problem of not having enough assets. So from an indie developer's point of view, you don't have thousands of monsters, because you'd have to create them all. So what you tend to do is reuse monsters. Usually you change their colour slightly and double their stats, and there you go, new enemy. You see this a lot if you go back to sort of Mega Drive or SNES games. It's a very common trick to make your art assets go further, so just recolour them. But it doesn't really work if you want to tell the story that inside the occult world, demon world, wherever the devil I was at the end, is supposed to be a removed place and completely different from what I've seen before. It shouldn't have enemies I saw in the previous stage. And I put this down to just not having enough art assets. I think the developer would have used completely unique enemies in this stage if they had the means to do that. And this is a problem of scope. Honestly, I think maybe you should spend a bit more time in the real world, I don't know, Earth, before moving away. But I mean, that's I'm getting nitpicky. Let's talk about gameplay instead. So how's the gameplay? It's pretty good. It's pretty standard fare for a metroidvania game. There's nothing earth-shattering here. There's nothing particularly new, but it's nothing particularly bad either. Control-wise, it's nice. Everything responds in the way that you would expect. Everything hits kind of where you would expect it to. You're tempting me with a lot of out-of-reach chests that I would have to remember and come back for. That's good exploration type stuff. Combat has the potential to be good, but it's not fully utilized. So we're all used to, by now, seeing a standard jump, double jump, dash, wall jump kind of system, which is obviously where this game is going. What I think sets this game apart in terms of combat is the parry system. And that's actually good. That's legitimately fun and skillful, and you feel really good when you time it perfectly. I think the window's a bit too tight, but maybe I just suck. That's a good thing, and you should play more into it. The problem is, I never need to use it. I could just dash through things, for the most part. And that's a shame. But that is an interesting mechanic that I don't know what the rest of the game looks like, but I hope it gets utilized more. For example, you could have an attack that's literally undodgeable. It has to be parried. I mean, why not? Usually a game can't have that. It can't have a wave of, I don't know, arrows come flying at you, because it would be literally undodgeable, and that's not fair. But in this game you can have it. So you can make some really interesting and complex boss patterns. You can make patterns that are technically dodgeable, but really, really difficult. And then you have the parry as a safety window, a safety net. So you can try to dodge everything perfectly, but when it goes wrong, you've got your panic button. Save the situation at the end of the day. And that way you can have incredibly difficult boss fight that's manageable, because you have a more interesting array of skills. And it would make the fight more dynamic and more exciting, because the problem you've got is the boss fights are not utilizing any of these mechanics. They are bog standard. Like, they are the bottom of bog standard. The bosses have got 1 or 2 attacks. None of the attacks require any special maneuvers, mechanics, or anything. It's just, they fire an attack, dodge it. It's gonna punch you in melee range. Step away. That's it. I'm not doing anything. You know, I want to be dashing through things. I want to be parrying attacks. I want to be cancelling out magic with magic that then restores my own magic, so I can do it infinitely and I don't run out. You know, I want complicated stuff in the fights. I mean, complicated's not the right word. I don't want to be confused by the fight, but I want to be challenged in the fight. I want to engage my brain a bit. I want to do a bit more than just, I think he's gonna punch me, I better step back. I don't like my boss to feel like regular enemy, but with 10 times the health. So that could really use some tuning up, in my opinion. But I like the fundamentals of the game. I like the controls a lot. The graphics are really nice, actually. The art style and the sort of pseudo 3D effect going on is really nice. This game is a beta. I was told it was a beta. But it is listed as version 103, so I don't know how beta it is. It's probably quite close to being finished if your version number's over 1. But I was told it was beta. So I will say that everything I've just said is subject to change. Perhaps it will improve. I don't know. If I had to give it a score, I like to force myself to give games a score. I'll give it a 5. It's one of those games that it's fine to play. It's not unfun, but it doesn't really get your fires burning either. But it has a really nice basis, and it has a lot of potential. And maybe this later on in the game it does get more intricate. I don't know. I haven't played the rest of the game. Maybe it gets better. But I'm here to judge first impression, and my first impression is a 5 out of 10. Let that be an end of it. I have been Omega. This has been HunterX. Sometimes I do little reviews like this. Sometimes I do full-on Let's Plays. Some links will be coming up. You can click on those, if you please. Hopefully you'll join me for that. And I shall see you then.